This one's for real.
Coming off the codeine, just another Sunday, trying to walk away from you. Is it another bad trip, one you can't skip? Boy, those bands are too damn good. Need worldwide exposure before I get older. Fender's gonna make me sound good. It's Fender's Den of Sin. There's a party at the crib, motherfucker. It's Fender's Den of Sin, where everybody wins. Yeah. Don't forget about the green room. Never wanna get over this here hangover, but I think I'll do. Gonna send a message, whatever the hell that is. You know I've got nothing to lose. Need worldwide exposure before I get older. Fender's gonna make my dreams come true. So Fender's Den of Sin. There's a party at the crib, motherfucker. It's Fender's Den of Sin, where everybody wins. Yeah. Don't forget about the green room. Yeah. Come on out to Fender's. Try Cindy's taco dip.
Hell of a show last night.
Yep, went to one hell of a show.
Oh, do tell.
Oh, it was a Hidden Foundation,
Yeah.
Boombox Poets, which they played last Sunday
Right,
live here.
right.
Got to see them again, and then SWP. So
Ah.
got to see the usual people we hang out with.
Yeah, Sailor, SWP kind of like touched my heart watching the video, and hopefully we're going to sneak that in here in just a little bit. Also live in the Den of Sin, we have Michael.
Michael.
What's up, Michael?
What's going on, guys?
So tell everybody about yourself.
Well, it's not much to tell. Drummer, I'm dead sexy and love music.
1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Hey, you know, right? Right?
So come on.
Drummer, been drumming, playing the drums, percussion for a very long time. Man, ever since I can remember, 2, 3 years old, my father put sticks in my hands, and it kind of went from there. And I've had the passion for music for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Rock and roll, man.
Rock and roll.
Gets in your blood and you can't get it out.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And that's what we're all about right here in the Den of Sin. Here comes the song right at you. Is a band called Saturate. That's a kinky word, isn't it?
It's like moist.
Moist. The song is called Sam. Blow your genre minds, not your genre. Parts right here on Crossfire.
Radio.com.
Brought to you by LouisvilleStageRental.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, right here in the Disney, we're having a blast already, cracking up, talking to Michael, making shit up as we go.
It makes good radio.
It's all good, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stop. Here's some song for Michael right here, Superface, Out on Me,
Rock
right
and
here
roll.
in the Disney.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Lovely. Not so much.
Michael, so tell us about this song we just played, Out on Me from Superface. That was like back in the day. You're an old guy.
Oh yeah, I'm an old guy, man.
Not to make you feel bad or worse.
No. I'm like a seasoned wine, man. The older I get, the better I am. That was Out on Me, Superface. It was one of the two last songs that I recorded with those guys before I took a break for family and personal endeavors. It was 2002, I believe. Give or take a year or so. It was about 10 years with those guys.
You've been around like a donut.
Yeah, I jammed with Days of the New. I helped Travis with a couple of two of his songs, Flight Response and Dirty Road, in the studio at one point off his second album. And we had a lot of great time with Travis and those guys. Gary Meeks managed us with Days of the New. So we had a lot of opportunity, man, and it was awesome. Jesse Best was a former bass player of ours. He went on with Days of the New and kind of helped us out and got us started. And yeah, been around for a while, man.
Talk about bass players. you're in the market for a bass player.
Bass player and actually singer. Story behind that goes, our singer is actually left. It's Chris Davis. Great guy, great vocalist, great songwriter. He wanted to pursue some different things. We wish him the very best, but we are moving along in a different direction, and I'm throwing it out there for bass players and singers. If you guys got what it takes, come on down. We are auditioning every week until we lock somebody in. We got some really good things on the horizon, man. It's going to be really cool. Shout out to SWP and Sailor and those guys, Boombox Poets, and Hidden Foundation. I caught that show last night too. Man, amazing. Those guys got it going on. Sporting the hat because got the love, got the sticker. Bass players, singers, if you guys know anybody in that circle, SWP, Boombox Poets, Hidden Foundation, or anybody else listening in, we'd more than happy to bring you in and check you out and see what can happen.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just playing with you.
Absolutely.
Not,
Doing a
not
fantastic
literally.
job.
Not literally.
Well, sometimes you do get a little froggy, which is okay. I expect that from bass players. So.
Hey, drummers.
Hey, man.
It's the root of every band.
Yes, sir. It's the backbone, bro.
That's
Me and
right.
you.
That's right.
You are jamming with us, doing a fantastic job.
But I know what you need, and it's not me.
Well, Fender, you're an amazing guy. You do a lot of things for this, for everybody that listens in. So just having you present in the mix is an amazing thing. Very humbled and very appreciative of what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
I just know you guys from like the get-go, and I've watched you grow, and you're at a point now where I'm kind of like I can see outside the box of what direction you need to go. And you need the right pieces to be in place, and you just need 2 more pieces.
Well, with that being said, you, sir, are don't throw yourself down. You're a fantastic bass player. And people that don't know that Fender and T-Bone that do this show, both are fantastic musicians, songwriters in their own right. But Fender, bro, you know what's up, man. Regardless if you think outside or see outside the box, you're here. You're doing a great thing for us, and we very much appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
It's just an opportunity to be a part of it.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So let's talk about the Superface days, man.
Okay.
How was it on the road back then?
We
Smelled
were
like a bunch of jock straps and shit on the bus.
We hit some shows. We were fortunate to play with Kid Rock, Mighty Joe Plum, Godsmack, or no, excuse me, not Godsmack, Monster Magnet, Days of the New, a lot. But we were a studio band. We focused on getting our songs technical and refined. Metronome heavy. That's kind of like my thing. And you can see that in what we do when we practice, very technical, but man, it was fun. It was fun times. We had a great time on the road.
So it was analog still back in the days.
Yeah,
It hadn't
digital.
got to the digital point yet.
We actually recorded a lot. Clark Hagan, he is a fantastic engineer and producer. He's located in Nashville, Tennessee. Clark used a lot of reel-to-reel type recording with us.
Beautiful.
Beautiful sound. And it was transitioning from the analog to digital. We didn't experience that all too much. A lot of our sound came from that old reel-to-reel. And man, it was just awesome. And you can hear it with Out on Me. It was a nice sound, good, solid, all the way around, vocal wise, guitar parts, drum parts, bass lines. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, talk about reel-to-reels. I have one from like back in the high school days.
Oh, yeah.
One of those quarter-inch tapes.
Yes, sir.
I think June 7th, Juke Joint Revival will be playing.
Awesome.
And I want to try to set that up and capture that sound
That would be
on the reel.
That would be freaking amazing,
Wouldn't
man.
it?
Yes, it would.
Yes. I think Freddie would really well enjoy that.
What's wrong with your mic again, man?
I don't know.
You sucking batteries down there?
No, I ain't sucking batteries. It's going in and out. I don't know.
Well, we're going to have to throw it or something.
It's still working though. Here it goes.
There it goes.
It's working again. Hey.
All right, so I gotta give a heads up to everybody. There's a special guy out there to me. He also promotes music, and he promotes his band as well. I'm in that band, and he also has a T-shirt business. So bands should be hitting him up for T-shirts. His name is Al Hurley. You can find him on Facebook. He is the singer for Boozer. I'm the bass player for him. And every Thursday, this dude, since all this virus stuff has been going on, he's been doing a show religiously every Thursday. He is just awesome at it. And he makes you want to watch and pay attention and forget about all your COVID freak out moments.
Wow.
And just watch Big Al on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock. And you'll see what I mean. But I want to do a double play right now for him. For Vize. Here's Hamster in the Wheel. Right here on
Crossfire-radio.com.
Yeah, baby.
I got a lit crack
That's right, hamster in a wheel, man. Yeah, I can't say enough about Big Al.
Oh yeah,
He is like my brother.
brother from another mother.
Uh-oh.
I think it's got to be something with a channel.
How's that?
I don't know.
Keep talking.
I'm talking, checking the mic.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, during the next song of Boozer that we'll play, we'll put you in another channel.
Yep, I think it's got to be something in the channel.
You like a different hole we go to, don't you?
Yeah.
Trailer Park Barmy blowing your John minds and not just John parts.
Ain't you gonna do anything at all today?
Get your ass up off the couch and act like you have a job.
Bitch, you know I'm getting unemployment. Bitch, give me a beer.
I want a trailer park Barbie. I want a trailer park Barbie. I want a trailer park
Shit.
Barbie.
Hey,
I want a
check it
trailer
out.
park Barbie.
I got channel shot.
Trailer park Barbie. I need a trailer
Canned air.
park Barbie. I got a trailer park Barbie.
Check.
I got a trailer park Barbie. AK-47 and some bleached out roof. Cigarette breath and combat boots.
Check.
I want a trailer park Barbie. 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 I need a trailer park Barbie. I need a trailer park Barbie. I got a trailer park Barbie. I got a trailer park Barbie. Don't shave her arms, she don't shave her legs. Ain't had sex in 14 days. I want a trailer park Barbie. 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 I need a trailer park Barbie. I need a trailer park Barbie. I got a trailer park Barbie. I got a trailer park Barbie. John Bone and some fishing gear. Daisy Duke shorts and a Fall City beer. Broken down truck and a broken down man. Trying to pay the bills any way she can.
There ain't no townhouse in this trailer park, bitch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
Yes.
That was Boozer right there, live. He's from Make Us Holler, Kentucky.
Make us holler.
Yeah, baby. So, last night, I wished I would have went to the show because now I feel like a big, old, broken down heel. Because last night I was inducted to the Brotherhood of SWP.
The brotherhood and sisterhood.
Brother and Sisterhood of SWP, which I'm very honored to be a part of that. And I'm nobody special, I'm telling you right now. I just love putting people's music out there, making sure they can find the happiness and success that they seek. So that's kind of what I want to do, to help people out. So we're going to play a video for you that are not on the Facebook watching. You can get the audio.
Yep.
So go ahead and roll that.
Germany, Louisville, obviously. Now it's grown over here into the Indiana area. And so, people ask me all the time, man, where y'all get them fucking vested patches from, man? I want to get one of those. Well, it's really easy. But, if you become a member of the crew, it used to be called street teams, but I don't know what the fucking technical correct term they call it these days, but Fan-Aids, there we go, Fan-Aids. You take on the band, you sell our brand, and you are single-handedly responsible in many ways, whether it be through membership, merch movement, turning new people on, it will be tracked through us, and you work your hardest to help the band become bigger in brand than we are. We've had people do that for us that got us in fucking Europe.
SWP. You never know what kind of sound is going to jump out at you right here in the den, baby.
Nope.
But you got to be ready, and we're ready. Thomas is getting used to working under a bus.
Yep, I got to do it quickly though.
That's T-Bone, man. He's on it. He's no T-bag.
Just a couple of drops there, T-Bone. A couple of drops.
Right on. Hey, man, we got a go. Are you on
Still
this?
got a loop going. I can hear it.
Oh,
Turn
yeah?
the video. Turn your video down. There you go.
But that's him. That's the other guy.
Okay.
See the other guy over there?
Yep.
That guy? That's
Hi,
him.
guys.
That's his mic.
I heard it coming through over
But
there.
check this out, man. Check this out. This is badass. I was inducted, and I never felt a thing. First time I ever been inducted and been happy about it. I mean, this is a pretty big honor to be in the brother sisterhood here of SWP. We're talking ground floor, baby. These guys are going to take the world by storm, guarantee it.
Definitely.
And their European tour is getting ready to kick off in November. I'm very excited for them on that.
Yes.
I was very impressed because I'll be the first one to be brought into the SWP kind of clique, if you will. Man, you guys kicked major ass last night. I was a parent, or not a parent, excuse me. I was there to witness your inductee, even though you didn't feel it. You should have been there to felt it,
Should have
brother.
been there. Yeah, make me feel like shit more. Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you.
it's a drummer bass player thing, bro.
Goddamn drummers.
Man, that was very humbling, and that was very awesome. And congratulations to
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Those guys, wow.
Now I have to go out and buy me a real nice leather
Yeah,
vest
absolutely.
that fits real good. That it's not leather.
No, you want the real deal, man.
We can't
Yeah.
have this on leather.
Right.
No, it's got to be leather.
This is honor that we're talking about.
Honor.
So you have the video of the induction, right?
Yes. Keep them busy for a minute. I got to switch some things around.
All
real quick.
right. So tonight's show has been brought to you by LouisvilleStageRental.com. If you're ever in need of a stage or any kind of lighting, sound system, they have it. Just give them a call. Look them up on the internet. Everybody's got it. Everybody does it. It's like everybody's sin.
Sinnonites.
Number one Sinnonite sitting in the house, fellas.
There you go.
Right
Right
there.
tonight because he came up with it. So you ready?
Yep, we're
You
ready.
All right, roll that beautiful footage.
Now it's grown over here into the Indiana area, and
It's not playing.
one of those. Well, it's really easy, right? If you become a member of the crew, it used to be called street teams. I don't know what fucking technical correct term they call it these days, but Fan-Aids, there we go, Fan-Aids. You take on the band, you sell our brand, and you are single-handedly responsible in many ways, whether it be through membership, merch movement, turning new people's on, and it will be tracked through us. And you work your hardest to help the band become bigger in brand than we are. We've had people do that for us that got us in fucking European tour this coming November. And as of right now, it's still fucking on, so we're going, motherfuckers, so give it. But before we move on to the next phase, I want you all to give a special props to a very close friend of mine. You may recognize him from the Surviving Thai days as the guitar player. And we got heavy Surviving Thai representation in the house tonight. So give it up for Mike Taylor for filling in and playing the drums with us tonight. For those of you all who don't know, I used to tell him, you're a member of the fucking band whether you like it or not, because he's actually the drummer on the Trans Am Jams. So give me a round of fucking applause. So with that being said, I'm gonna do my best not to quit talking, but I want to do this on stage in front. So we have new members who have been initiated into the brotherhood and the sisterhood, the SWP family. For those of you all who walk out here thinking, that's that pussy band. For those of you who don't know, we have technically changed what the moniker SWP means. It's now Saint Whiskey Prophecies, the saintry paint of whiskey. And his prophecies will foretell to you in many chapters, aka EPs and recordings, and future endeavors. So the next one will be the Saint Whiskey Prophecies presents the Snake Eye Conspiracy. Yeah, much like the Joker card. So first of all, we're going to give our first introduction. So as I call out their name, I want you to give them a round of applause, right? Got it? Yes? Yes? Do you understand the fucking words that are coming out of my fucking mouth? first inductee to the SWP fan family, who has worked. Oh, yeah, I ain't fucking. From day one, since he got a hold of our Trans Am Jams, he was a gigantic fan. And he owns his own podcast called The Fender's Den of Sin. Every fucking chance he has, he reaches out to the band and wants to put us in a position to where we are marketing ourselves to a much larger audience. So if you could tune in on Facebook to Fender's Den of Sin every Sunday at 6, co-hosted by Thomas Hicks right there, show him the fucking respect he deserves. He is a local music legend who has been in films with local artists. So our first inductee for the third phase is Mr. Fender himself. Unfortunately, he's not here, so we're going to have his daughter come up and accept it for his behalf. So Amanda, come up here and accept it for Fender. Come on up here. Make sure you tell your dad. You going to put the camera on me?
Yeah.
Fender, it's well earned, brother. This is for you. Well, I'm going to have Amanda accept this on your behalf. Welcome to the brotherhood, and keep on doing us proud, brother. Thank you very much. Give me a round of applause.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, there are two more, but they're not here tonight. But there's no one to accept their...
We'll go ahead. I mean, it's one of those. It was near the end there anyway. There wasn't much left.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome. I mean, everybody else that was in that list, and unfortunately I don't know their names, they're so deserving too, but there's a lot of love there, and not anybody better than I can think of than more than you, bro, that deserves it.
Right on. I appreciate that. So we're going to play one more song for Sailor,
Awesome.
Freddie, and Scott. By the way, my wife really appreciated Scott because he was very humble, very respectful, and I mean, super polite guy.
He is.
Can't say enough about him, but he's always in the shadows, and he comes out and he cuts your head off right in the light.
Before you get in here, man, that there's a misconception with metal and music per se. Some of the greatest people that I've ever met in my life are metal musicians, rockers, whatever. So, you know, what these guys are doing and the look, man, it fits their personality. But however, the most humbling dudes I have ever met in a very long time. So it's a misconception out there. Give these guys a chance, man. Everybody out there in the internet land and YouTube land and what have you, they're really badass and deserve all the love and respect and support that they get.
Right on. So here is Fallen Angel. This one is going out to my little doodles for accepting the honor for me. I appreciate her being there last night. And Sailor, all the guys at SWP, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Blowing your genre minds and not your genre bites right here on Denison Show, baby.
Crossfire-radio.com.
See, I can always count on T-Bone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back live in the Denison, baby.
Yeah.
SWP, man, thank you. Sailor, all you guys rock, man. I will not forget this. Guarantee you that.
Yes.
And we got June 7th, like I said, Juke Joint Revival will be in here, and I cannot wait for that freaking show, man.
Yes, it's gonna be a good one.
That is going to be incredible. And I got their music, but I'm only going to give you 2 songs. I might just be mean prick and just give you 1 song so you'll tune in for the other shit. Want to bet? I'm an ass, I'll tell you. I'll tell you my thoughts in a heartbeat, whether you like it or not. Because remember, you asked. Yeah. Probably so. Motherfucker, you're doing it wrong. Don't hold that thumb. Don't do that. No. I told that dumb motherfucker. All right, man. So let's talk about some more good shit with Michael.
Yeah.
Michael,
Mad
damn
Mike.
it, boy.
Angry Mike.
Angry Mike.
You know, what's that old saying from Smashing Pumpkins? Despite all my rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Yep.
Got a cage
Behind the drums, got a lot of aggression, and I don't want to say anger. I'll let my drums do the talking for me. So a couple things I want to say here. SWP, Boombox Poets, Hidden Foundation. You guys rocked the hell last night. Very proud to check that out. Got to meet the guys from all of them, actually, all the bands. Great guys. Very jelly. I was very jelly that they were on stage and my band wasn't. But we'll get to that at a later time.
You know what? I tell you what. When I play this double play of Juke Joint Revival, you can go over there to that drum set.
My baby's back there.
And then, you're needing a bass player.
Yes, sir.
Singer.
Yes,
so we can give them a sample of the bass.
Absolutely. I'd be more than happy to oblige you, sir.
All right. We'll just put you over there and let you go nuts.
Hey, man, like animal.
There you go. All right. So let's do that. What do you think?
Sounds good, man.
All right. Well, this is going to be some interesting music for you guys because some of you might not have heard it yet.
Nope.
But I'm sure there's a lot that has been to the shows that these guys have played.
Yep.
And they're getting pretty popular pretty quick. This is Juke Joint Revival. This song is called Above the Law. Blowing your genre minds and not your genre parts. Right here on Crossfire.
-radio.com.
He didn't sing it.
When I break free, they gonna
off guard.
Caught me off guard. We was talking about other stuff, and I was trying to put this up on the green screen because I'm proud of it.
Yep.
Because I don't have a vest right now to put it on. It didn't come with a vest. Damn it, Sailor! I'm just kidding, man. All right, so our next song from Juke Joint Revival is "Say Your Prayers."
Say your prayers.
And you better say your prayers, because I'm telling you right now, God does listen.
Absolutely.
Do you want to hear a story? Do you want to hear a story?
Oh, yeah, please do tell. Preach it, almighty brother man.
Okay, so when my wife and I was married, after a couple of years, she was like, let's have a baby. Let's have a baby. I was like, nah, I don't think I'm ready yet. Being a smart ass that I am, I say, God will tell me when it's ready. So a little bit of time went by, about a couple months. My whole entire family, we all go to the Louisville Redbirds game, baseball game.
Okay.
Right over here at the fairgrounds. And during the second inning, a fly ball was hit, and it landed just, about 20 feet in front of us, right? So I get this bright idea, like a dumbass.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Yeah, and I looked at my wife. I said, honey, if I catch a fly ball during this game, I will agree to have a baby. No kidding. I said this. My mom, my dad heard it. My sisters heard it. So they was like, okay, wise guy. And I think all of them was against me because they started praying for one. So
Right then and there, huh?
top of the sixth inning, crack. I mean, this ball was a screamer, dude. Without even thinking, I jumped up because it was going right for my mom's head. Stuck my hand out there. I caught that ball in my hand. No matter how hard it hit my hand, because it smacked it, I guarantee you.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
It'll shatter your hand, bro.
It left thread marks in my palm. And I was just froze in that spot because I had realized what I said. And I'm thinking, God, you heard me. I'm sorry.
Too late now.
Too late now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, after saying that, catching that ball,
Yep.
you can't go back on your word.
Right. Absolutely.
So, and then Amanda Doodles was born.
And Miss Doodles. Wow.
So, true story. I kid you not. I still have the baseball. I took it down to the guy that hit it. He signed it after me telling him sorry. The story.
Right,
He says,
right.
"Oh man, I'm so sorry. I was aiming for the other fence."
That's awesome. Dude, that's an awesome story, though.
Yeah, it is. But that is proof, man, that God does hear you.
Yep.
Even though He doesn't answer your prayer.
Right. Right.
But He does hear you.
Absolutely.
And sometimes He appeases the smart asses down here on earth like me.
Yep. That's exactly what He does.
And then He said, son, put up or shut up.
Yep.
So there it is. Juke Joint Revival right here. Say your prayers, blowing your genre minds and not your genre parts right here at Crossfire.
-radio.com.
He didn't sing it.
Here we go. You have to love me, baby. You got what it takes. When I'm around, you know my heart's at stake. I know I've lied to you. I must confess, you're my deepest little angel. You're my sweetheart, young mess. But now, I don't love you. I don't care. Nothing forever. Say your prayers. Say your prayers. Long and lean, feel like a sex machine, a little trashy with a touch of class. All the boys and girls like to see her go with that continental kid in the back. No, I don't love you. I don't care. Nothing forever. Say your prayers. Say your prayers. Say your prayers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, June 7th, right here live in the Denison Juke Joint Revival. It's going to be an awesome show, man.
Freddie's other band.
So, Michael, grab that mic back there that you had. That you know, see that mic back there.
This one, checkity check. What's up?
Yeah, that one. Let me turn your monitors down a little bit. We don't want to hear you that damn much.
Now, because I'm not, a singer. I'm more of a noisemaker, bring the thunder kind of guy.
There he is.
All right. So, Michael,
Yes, sir.
are you ready to play?
I'm ready to like to play a little bit here. See what happens.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, it don't matter male or female. If you're out there, you're a bass player and or a singer. This band would like you to try out, and this is the drummer for the band. So this is a little taste of what you're going to be getting.
Taste of things.
Let it happen, sir.
All righty, here you go.
Great job, man.
Great job.
So, Captain Hood out there, he approved. He said, I'm glad to see him playing.
Glad to see him playing.
So, yeah. You got a mic?
Thank you, Captain Hood, K. Hood. Thank you, T-Bone. Thank you,
Yes.
Senator. Thank everybody out there for checking it out, giving me an opportunity. A little winded. Bass players, vocalist, male or female, doesn't matter. If you got the talent, got the skill, you have the drive, you have the passion, the motivation, man, come and, excuse me.
That's all right. Tom, let's go ahead and switch it back on us.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, this would be a good opportunity for anybody out there. If you're looking to join a band or you need somebody to join your band, come on the show. Advertise it. Let's see what you got, man. It won't hurt nothing. Won't cost you a dime. I'm here to support you. So come on down to the Denison, baby. Let's get it going on for you.
Yes, I agree.
So that sounds like a pretty good thing we should start doing.
Yeah, we should. It could work out.
We
for
could
some
be
people.
like a go-between.
Go between.
Yeah. So what's he doing? He's probably getting another cigarette so he can breathe less. No, he is. He was polite. You know, polite drummers turn off their snare when they're done playing.
Absolutely, I don't. I got a thing about snare being on. It's kind of like, you know, taking your shoes off on new carpet, eating with a handkerchief or a napkin, wiping your hands, or with the Rona, you go wash your hands and all that kind of good jazz. Walking out without your mask, hey man, turn your snare off.
Yeah, that's right. You can do whatever you want to. Just turn the damn snare off.
I do want to say with bass players and singers, you know, it really doesn't matter the kind of style that you have. We're entertaining anything. I am metal, kind of progressive type thing. Dream Theater, Porcupine Tree type bands. My guitar players are like Pantera. You know, some older stuff. Just good metal. So we're entertaining a different kind of style, which I think is very important. And if anything else, you come in, you get yourself noticed. Regardless if you like make it or however the process that we're still working out how we're going to do it, but we are auditioning. You're getting yourself out there as an available musician, and with it being with you being present, what better way for these people to network than Fender's Den of Sin?
Right on.
Yep, man, it's like a double whammy. You get to come and hang out, great like-minded musicians, very positive, very humbling. Get to jam a little bit. We get to meet, and you know, kind of just get with Fender's little shindig he's got here. And I'm telling you what, when you walk into this place, it's like it's been touched. It's been blessed by every band that's ever came down here. So you're going to feel that vibe when you come in, and it's a very positive, like the universe shines its light down on your den, baby.
It's been music down here since like 2004.
There you go.
And it was a train wreck when I first started the show.
Hey,
because
man.
when I started this, nobody taught me nothing.
Right.
I did it strictly on my own. Worked on it every weekend, improving, and I could still be improving. But, you know, I'm just a tightwad, I guess.
I say this, man, like, I'm never going to be a master of my craft. I love drums, I love music, I'm very passionate, but I'm never going to be a master of my craft. Because once I think that I'm good enough, I'm going to stop learning, and I don't ever want to stop learning. I want to get better. Watching SWP, Boombox Poets, Hidden Foundation. Yeah, I'm throwing these guys out there because this is the first show that I've been to since all this Rona crap started. So of course I'm just going to plug those guys. But seeing those guys and where they're at musically, they inspired me. I want to get better, so I'm always going to learn. I'm always going to get better. I'm never going to be a master of my craft, ever. I don't want to be. I want to learn.
Right.
So, and we kind of want that mentality with a vocalist and a bassist. You know, don't come in with a big head, because I know there's some people out there that are like that, and that's all good. If you are a badass and your head's real big and you can like bring it, hey, bring it. But be humble. You know, be happy. We're a bunch of musicians. We're all in the same family just because we got a different name. Now, I wish I could drum roll, because with the leaving of our previous vocalist, Chris Davis, we decided that clean slate, we're going to change the name. We kind of talked amongst ourselves and came up with something cool. And actually, Hidden Foundation was the guys that motivated the thought to get it started. So thank you guys if you're listening. Much appreciated. Joshua Saunders, vocalist, Colin Pittman, bassist, and Frankie Copus, drums. Thank you guys for giving the permission to use this. So we're changing the name to Skipping Stone.
Ooh, I like that.
And there's kind of a meaning behind it. Whenever you throw a stone in a lake, it creates a ripple. So that ripple that we want to create when we're throwing our music out there is to just spread out to everybody, you know, to like be a part. If we can move you in any kind of way, bring you back to a memory, get you up off your feet and jump around a little bit. That's what that ripple is. That's what we're going for.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
I like
thank you.
that.
Yeah.
I really do.
I like it.
The guys dug it. We got a whole little thing planned. I kind of thought of something late last night, this morning, coming back from the SWP show, because those guys, man, really motivated me with what they're doing with the cuts and the patches and their merch. Like, I've got a magazine with them in it. I got a sticker in front. These guys are opening the door and opening my eyes to things that maybe Superface didn't do back in the day, because we left it up to everybody else. And
You got to be in control of your own destiny.
I get that, and it also creates that humble mentality.
Yeah, because you're working for it.
Because you're working for it, exactly. So, man, anybody want to come in and try out with us, please do. I mean, there's no, like, pressure or anything. We've got some working ideas. We'll see what happens and goes from there. You could totally turn this damn thing upside down and make it a force to be reckoned with, because after what I saw last night, that's exactly where I want to be.
I know the bass player that you all need. I don't know if he's tuned in or he's still out there. His name is Sean Flannery.
Sean Flannery.
Flannery. Yeah.
Gotcha.
He is the bassist for a band called Rifle, which they are still active.
Right.
But this guy is a freaking beast on the bass. I mean, phenomenal. I could watch him all night long.
Right on. Here's in my opinion, and I can't speak for the other two guys at all, and I would never do that. But if they have other projects, bass player and vocal, if you have other projects, and it's not going to cause turmoil or tension, come on, try out. But we're actually looking for somebody with an open slate that would be free to invest time in without anything else. Because first of all, I don't want to snag somebody up and try to snake somebody, because that's not cool.
Right.
I wouldn't want it done to me or my guys. However, it's not working out. Give us a call. Hit me up on Facebook, or I could get some information put out there on who it is. I'm kind of trying to keep things hush-hush because, I kind of want it in the pocket a little bit. That way when I unzip that pocket and it goes out and it's going to explode, it's going to turn a lot of heads, man. Very, very super excited. Regardless, project or not, if you guys want to come and try out. If that gentleman's listening and he's interested, man, reach out to me. Reach out to Fender. Fender knows how to get a hold of me. T-Bone knows how to get a hold of me.
I think one of you guys should reach out to him, Sean Flannery.
Yeah, music speaks for itself, and we're going to try to get you something here in the next month or two. Lord willing, everything goes good. We're going to try to make that happen. That we get a little sample out there in what we're doing, because proof's in the pudding, man. Talk's fucking cheap.
There you go.
Boom.
I like the way you talk, Bobby.
Yes, sir. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Fender. There's no Strickland propane.
All right, we got another tune lined up for you in here in a minute. Once it pops up, there it goes. It popped up. Above it all, the song. That's what it is.
All right.
Above it all, and that's what you gotta be.
Above it all.
You gotta be
Absolutely.
above it all.
Absolutely.
You got to take the upper road and be strong. The band that created this song is called And the Armed.
Take from me what you will. It's not enough.
right, ladies and gentlemen, back in live in the Denison.
Live in the den.
Looking for a bassist? I love that sound.
Bassist.
Bassist.
Yes, it's like moist.
It's like the ground floor, motherfucker.
Yep.
Bassist.
For the back door, however you want to use it.
I can go in the back door.
I hear you.
Shit.
You want to step in an avenue?
Oh, I don't know. What kind of avenue? Is it dark and creepy?
It's dark and moist.
Moist. He says moist, yes.
Would you need a towelette?
No, man. I'm like towel free, bro.
Really?
I'm
Oh
afraid
my
of nothing.
God, it feels so good. Oh yeah, oh slow down. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
I wish I could totally do that, man. I do a lot of voices, but I wish I could do that.
Oh, that feels so good. Yeah, just roll them around.
Broadcast. Oh yeah, I'm like really notorious for shit like that.
Don't move.
Trying to punch
I'll go get you a towel.
Oh yeah, I'm notorious for. I mean, you can ask the guys. I'll come up with some shit, man.
Do your Bogart voice, man.
My Bogart.
Yeah.
Bugsy?
Bugsy.
Yeah, you're good, Cat. Real good, see? Yeah. As long as I'm around, you'll always be second best, see? Yeah.
I love it. He cracks me up.
Mentioning about going to Walmart and whatnot, picking up their like intercom system or whatnot. There was a video on Facebook floating around, and I seen this and it cracked my shit up. And I about fell out of my chair at work because I was on break and I was sitting on my ass. And guys just strolls up nonchalant, and just picks up the intercom mic and he sticks it up to his ass and he farts right in.
Great. Although I feel sorry for the person that had to use that phone or whatever it was afterwards.
Then we saying Corona now.
Yeah, right?
Corona ain't shit.
Sanitize, man. Sanitize.
People are getting like too nuts on this shit, man. It's all getting blown up by the news.
Yeah.
Like it's like millions of people out there dying. Honestly.
yeah.
Do you know anybody that's died from the virus?
Actually,
hope not.
Actually, I do.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I don't know him personally, but it's a close personal relative of my better half back home in Indiana. Unfortunately, he lost his life to the coronavirus, and God rest his soul, he was laid to rest a week and a half ago, I do believe.
Wow.
Yeah, but hey, as far as I know, he lived a good life, and
Was he older
He was
gentleman?
an older gentleman, yes, sir. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But hey, he's in a better place now. He's better than where we're at right now.
Right
So,
on.
yeah.
You know what? This would be a great time to do a little tribute to all the military personnel out there.
Absolutely.
The ones that have fallen.
Yep. Yes,
The
sir.
ones that are serving now.
Yes, sir.
And to the ones that will serve in the future.
Yes, sir.
If it wasn't for them, our freedom wouldn't be shit. The only good fight is the fight for freedom.
Absolutely.
So who did you want to pay tribute to?
Very good friend. When I moved from Madison, Indiana, Hanover, Kent area to Scottsburg, the very first guy that I ever met, he was a big, huge into music, man. 9 Inch Nails was his favorite band. And there's a cool little story I'm going to share after I drop his name and everything about that. Sergeant Joseph Montgomery died 2 days ago in Jabbar, Iraq from a IED. They were clearing out Operation Iraqi Freedom, and they were clearing out some buildings, and unfortunately him and 4 other ones of his squad mates lost their lives.
Wow.
He was a part of the 1st Squadron, 40th Cav, 4th Brigade combat team, and that Joey I did not get a chance and have the privilege to meet. I knew the Joey growing up and skateboarding. Yes, I'm an old school skateboarder. But the Joey that I saw at the memorial service was, man, it's very humbling, and I'm proud to have known this guy. But May 22nd, 2009 is when he lost his life. So I pay tribute to him for Memorial Day, as well as all the first responders that are there protecting us with this whole COVID nightmare. All of our military, active police and fire department, EMTs, man, everybody. My dad, my mom. I mean, it's Memorial Day.
And Robert from the Ash.
Robert from the Ash.
He's on the front lines as well in the hospital.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, Robert. Thank you. And thank everybody for what you're doing. I would not be in a position of being on your show, being able to play my music, being wild and crazy when I'm out and about if it wasn't for all of those guys protecting us and everything that they do.
Right on.
So I really appreciate everything that they do. And Joey, I miss you. One of these days, bro, I'm going to see you again and we're going to rock out. So now that story, when certain people found out after Joey died, and he was a big Nine Inch Nails fan, Trent Reznor, who was the front man for Nine Inch Nails, and his wife found out about it. When it was all over the local news there in Scottsburg, Southern Indiana, and Louisville. I mean, it was plastered, local hometown hero type thing. So Trent and his wife sent a huge care package to Joey's wife, Melissa, and their 2 kids. And inside of it was memorabilia, a huge letter that was wrote out to Melissa and the family. Like for Trent Reznor, of all people, and I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan, that was fucking awesome, man. And I'm sure Joey knew that. But if Joey was to have been around the scene, he probably would have lost his shit, because that would have made his day. But this care package had everything in it, and there was a direct handout to anything you and your family needs because of the passing of Joey. Reach out, personal phone numbers, anything that they needed. That was an amazing thing. Joey would have loved it, and it was all for Joey. So for that being said, I love you, man.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's absolutely
beautiful.
awesome.
And last night when we were at the temple, and everything going on with Corona and whatnot, and Doug Taylor himself, kind of opened the night up, and was led into a speech, that tonight we're going to pay homage. This is Memorial Day weekend, and those ones that fought and died for our freedom to, our First Amendment right to peacefully assemble. And he opened that up with the show, and I got tons of respect for Doug.
Absolutely, absolutely. That was very humbling, man, and that says a lot for that venue and everybody associated with the SWP family and the 2 other bands. I mean, you couldn't have asked for anything better.
Excellent.
Yep.
Most awesome, man.
And brought a tear to my
I have to give some props and respect to, no offense, Thomas, but my ex-co-host, McLovin, a.k.a. Sean. He was in the military, and I think he was a tanker.
Nice.
Why he was a tanker, I don't know. But he served in the military, and he is also a surgical tech to top it all off.
Nice.
Does his own show now. He's more of the movie, video, food kind of thing.
Right.
It's called Vize TV, so y'all can check him out, man.
Absolutely. That's really cool.
Yeah, give props to the guy. He's doing good.
Yeah, it sounds good. And thank you for him too, man. Appreciate everything that you've done.
Yeah, anybody military-wise, we
All right.
appreciate it.
Well, let's get along with some more music right here in the Dennis Inn. That's why we are here. This band is called Circle 4, and I don't know if you should get offended or not, because this is called Morning After.
Morning after.
Ooh, that's a scary feeling.
Yeah, it is. Or it could be a good feeling, like like earlier today.
Yeah, but it could be also like, where's my damn shoes?
That walk of shame walking out.
All right, blow you John Bass. That's John Parks right here, Crossfire Dash.
Radio.com.
He didn't sing it.
Didn't sing.
Lost the parasite tonight. She is the cure to his kept on giving, but I won't give all my trust anymore. You came back and you had a cry and told me something otherwise and helped me find another little way to understand you. We don't want more sleepless nights, 'cause now I'm losing control.
Ladies and gentlemen, right here live in the Den of Sin, baby, where it all begins.
Where it all begins.
So, man, we're getting pretty close to the end.
Yep.
Like, you know, a few minutes away.
About 27 minutes.
27 minutes?
27 minutes.
He can count.
Yeah.
Wow.
You taught him well, Michael.
Okay. Tomorrow we're working on our ABCs.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, Bobby. Damn it, T-Bone.
Damn it.
All right, hey, it's time for a little commercial, ladies and gentlemen. LouisvilleStageRental.com.
Welcome to LouisvilleStageRental.com, where all your needs are met. We know the times have been tough for our customers with the coronavirus going around. When the all clear has been given back and you need a stage for your event, we are here to help you out. We will have available discounts to suit your needs. Don't forget, when all other companies are trying to make up for lost time, we don't have to, because we are here for you. At Louisville Stage Rental, we can accommodate anything that you need, from small events to large events. Just give us a call, 502-376-1240. LouisvilleStageRental.com is here for you. All you have to do is call.
This is Crossfire Radio. Crossfire Radio, where we play music like this.
Say that they want you. They try to get you thinking they believe.
Keep it locked right here on Crossfire Radio. Crossfire Radio.
She offers me protection.
All right, we're back live, and thank goodness for commercials, because they keep you afloat.
Yeah.
You got to pay them bills.
That's right.
Got to pay the bills.
So, man, talk to me some more.
What'd you like to know, sir?
I don't know. Let's know about Michael.
Well, not too much. Born and raised in Madison, kind of moved around a lot. Played music. My father played in Madison for a long time with a couple fellows. They were known as the Main Street Band. Thinking of you this weekend too, Papio. He was a drummer for Main Street Band with Gary Greeno and Gary Hewitt. And man, they did it for probably 10 or 11 years. When I was younger skateboarding, I used to go right out in front of the bars that they played and some of the venues that I couldn't get into, but I would peek right through that door and watch my daddy play. And I said, played the drums.
No kidding.
No kidding. Passed it on to me. I used to stare right through that door watching him play and said, one of these days I'm going to be like that. Before the man passed away, I had the honor with Superface to play in my hometown at the Madison Regatta, probably the greatest venue that we ever played. And my dad was starting to get sick at that point, but he came down and he actually watched me play. So that was that was an emotional thing. God rest his soul, but I mean, he brought me into the mix. But that was in Madison. Relocated over to Scottsburg, and I set my drums up. We moved into this house, man, right in the middle of town. And I had an old Blackhawk set, man. If you can imagine an old Blackhawk set, it was a good drum set. Man, was it rough. It was kind of a hand-me-down kind of thing from my grandpa and my dad to me. And set my parents, my mom and my stepdad at the time were out doing whatever, and I opened all the windows up in this 2-story house and set my drums up in the center, and man, I just played, and people would go by, and that's actually how I met some of the guys from Superface. They were like, oh, who's this guy? So they came over, and I think the very first song, get this, the very first song that I played with those guys, Chris Davis, our former lyricist and vocalist, brought over a keyboard, because a lot of people don't know that guy can play piano and keyboard, and he does it very well. But he played Van Halen Jump, and that was the very first song that I played. I tried to do my best to mimic Alex Van Halen, or Alex Halen, but that kind of started it all. I met a lot of great musicians in Scottsburg, people that were playing. Frankly, Scarlett was one of those guys. Out to Lunch was another band. I mean, that's kind of where it all started for me. Just, right opportunity, the right placement, and the right time, it just kind of blew up from there, man.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good story.
It is.
A good mini movie.
Yeah, I don't know about a story of my life, because there's a lot of times where I go into the bathroom for a minute and come out all smiling and happy, and I don't think anybody wants to see that.
Hey, man, we don't care what you stroke.
Well, I'm a drummer, bro, so I got to keep these forearms good. And
that's how you do it.
That's how you got me, man.
All drummers are masturbators.
The same could be said about fishermen. They put bait on their hook. Is they a masturbator? I mean, come on.
You know why bass players are better lovers, don't you?
Because they can't play bass, so they got to be good at something.
Because we have a longer neck.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
I just kind of went from there, man. Had the great opportunity of meeting up with the guys from Days of the New, Travis Meeks, and those fellows, and being introduced into the music side of things. We spent a lot of time in the studio, so I got to see the inner workings of engineering and production-wise, and being technical, and how you guys turn knobs and get this program that you have here in the Fender's Den of Sin off the road, man, and just kicking it down, So got that experience, met a lot of people in the industry, producers, engineers like Scott Litt for one, Peter Collins, and anybody out there doesn't know who Peter Collins is or was. Peter Collins actually produced Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime, and the album Empire, so he had a direct hand in helping with lyrics and melody and tone in the studio when we were in Nashville. That led to a lot of things, man. That's pretty much, I'm all about music. It's my passion. That's kind of who I am now.
You're very technical. I have noticed that.
I've been told that, man. Actually, you told me that the first time you saw me.
In a good way, though.
Absolutely.
In a good way.
You know, if I hear something good, like my guitar players, man, these guys are coming up with some stuff that just blows me away. And they're very humble. They're very open for communication. I like the constructive criticism everybody has. And look, they call me out. If they call me out on something I'm doing, whether it could be better, and I expect that because we're a unit, man.
What everybody don't know is that when you don't like what they're doing, you always throw a drumstick at them. I don't know why. I ain't figured that out yet.
Well, it's kind of like wake up, you know, like hey, get their attention, come back to earth here. And I don't do that. Anybody listen? I don't, man, at all. Fender, come on now.
He's a dick.
I throw cymbals. I don't throw sticks. No, these guys are coming up with some great stuff, and it just opens the door to be technical, man, because they're very balanced and well versed in their craft, playing guitar. And as much as I'm trying to learn how to play guitar, my forte is drums, man. That's my passion. But these guys make it easy for me to bring out the best in myself and what they're writing. And I couldn't be,
because you have that freedom.
The freedom, the expression. Fender, I said this before, maybe a few weeks, 3 weeks ago or something like that, but I believe that the song is like you're basically creating a child. And you're wanting to create this beautiful thing that's going to, at some point, touch somebody's lives in some way, remembering a past ex, a loss of a friend or family, driving down the road and seeing a tree. If one of our songs, and you're like, man, I really like that tree, it works. I don't care. It's that instant, like, hey, man, I get
It's
that.
always the weird shit that works the best.
It's relatable, man. It's relatable.
It is.
Being technical is just something that I've kind of self-taught myself. I taught myself how to be technical by messing around with some of the tools and opportunities that I've been around, whether it's seeing an engineer, watching you turn knobs, man, when I'm down here in the den jamming out on my drums, watching the guys like tune up their guitars and getting things ready. They're being technical, and I'm like, I like that. As trivial and as silly as that sounds, that's huge, man. And maybe other musicians get it. But that's kind of like just me being technical, man. I like to take it apart and see what it looks like from the inside, put it back together, and fucking just like blow your head off.
I love being in a band, but it's more exciting, a little bit more stress, a lot more stress being on this side of things. Because you got 5 or more guys that are looking you, depending on you to give them a good sound.
I don't think I could do it, man.
And if they don't have a good monitor mix, you'll know.
Oh yeah,
you'll know right away just by the expression on their face.
I like to say that I do good making my arms and my legs do different things at various time, various tempo, at any point when I'm playing. I cannot even begin to fathom the pressure that an engineer or a sound man has to go through to make sure that every one of those guys, 5, you got to look at the Eagles, man. There's like 17 guys in that band. Grateful Dead, that was a huge thing. I could not even deal with it. But hey, it's all being technical and all in the same realm, man. And we're all on that same level of getting that out, whether you're in the back, you're on stage, or you're the fucking listener listening to this group, your favorite band or song on the radio. It's all the same, man.
You know what I get the biggest kick out of is like after a show, everybody's all like, man, you guys sounded great. And I'm like, thank you.
Yep. It's like,
they're talking to the band that they sounded great,
Right,
but I'm
right.
like, thank you, I did that.
Well, of course, and it's unfortunate that certain sound guys don't get the proper respect that they need, because essentially the band's only as good as the guy turning the knobs.
Dude, if you're at any bar you go to, sound man is the one guy that you want to buy a beer. Say, hey, man, you're working hard. You know what I'm saying?
Don't piss that guy off.
Yeah, you got to take care of the ones that are going to make you do right.
Right, absolutely. And, that it's a full circle, man. It's about being humble, having a good attitude, and making sure that everybody's taken care of. You joke and buy the dude a beer or buy some lunch or something, but at the end of the day, you know, a little bit of gratitude for what everyone does, including sound men, engineers. If you're on the road, we went on the road a lot. The road techs and drum techs and guitar techs, all of those guys make it happen for bands at that level. And with honestly, if it's not from that aspect, your band's not going to be that great. I mean, you can have great material, but you got the people on the back end that's working their asses off to get you to where you're at.
That's
and,
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Them are the unsung heroes.
Absolutely.
In the music world.
Absolutely. So you can't leave them out. It's all a big unit, man. It's all a big, what's the word I'm looking for? It's all a big family. And when that family's happy, man, magic happens.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
Got to keep them happy, man. I'm going to play a band. You might know them. Sub Rosa.
Absolutely.
Right on, man. They got a song, Regret.
Good song. Good band.
Good band. That's right. I remember back in the day, I wish they were still together.
Yeah, I mean, we some old timers now, brother. So a lot of those bands ain't kicking it anymore.
I know, man. It's such a shame because
Purple Jesus was one of them. Those guys were amazing.
Extreme talent in one band.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
it's years gone by.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Sub Rosa with a song called Regret, blowing your genre minds and not your genre parts right here at Crossfire.
-radio.com.
Constantly yearning, pathetic in your own
right, I hope Michael didn't get ate up by my little dog up there.
Oh, he's back.
Did you get ate up?
No, man. Little hyena was all good. He's just marking his territory, letting me know, like, this is my house, yo.
Yeah, he's a protective little dude, let me tell you.
Yeah, he's cool as shit, man. It looks awesome, too. You guys need to come and check out. Get your band in the Fender's Den of Sin, and you can check out the little fucking Tasmanian devil.
No, usually when people come over, I gotta put the dogs up because strangers, they attack.
Right.
You've been over here a few times.
Yeah, and he's pretty laid back, but he still lets me know, hey, motherfucker, this is my house.
Yeah, this is my house. Don't you play. You go pee, and then you go back in there.
Yeah, get out of my way. So it's all good, man.
All right. Oh, crap. I took my glasses off. Now I can't see nut.
That's old age, brother.
Son of a bitch, you're ugly.
I know, right? I know it, dude.
Let's see. What we got next? You want Dust for Life or Fish Belly White?
It's a poet and didn't know it, man. Fish Belly White, dude.
Fish Belly White. This song's called Mystery Day.
Mystery Day.
It's a secret.
Kind of like reaching into my pants. It's a mystery.
You don't know if it's going to be there or not, right?
No, it's not like scary. What you going to grab?
Everybody sits around my place and I don't think just sitting here with my old friends, thinking of the clear solution to the problem that never ends. Everybody's got a friend in me. Take the locks on off your mind and seek what you shall see. Run away, run away, run away. And don't believe a single word that you say. Well, I'm sitting here with my old friends. No one knows what's come around us. It's happened once again. Don't just stand there and live with me. If you don't like me, buddy, get the fuck away from me. And I don't believe a single word that you say. And I don't believe that word.
exposure, look for Anna Band in our forums and get the band ad. And we'll get the music streaming. And we'll get the music streaming.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, live in the Den of Sin, baby.
Yeah.
And, I mean, everybody knows me, old dude, Fender, the one with the great beard. I got chest hairs that are older than you, Sonny. Hey man, I used to dye my beard like all the time, you know, just because it looked nice and neat. But more I dyed it, the more the gray came, and it was like, you know, fuck it, why? Why? I'm a gray motherfucker. I don't care.
You get to that point where you don't give a fuck, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and you know, I wished I could get rid of the little guy up here on top with the little lawnmower and the weed eater.
Gotcha.
That son of a bitch, I can't find him, but he's having a hog day up there.
That's why I shaved mine, keep it down. I'll probably save me $230 a year. That's right, I know how to do math. $230 a year on shampoo and conditioner I save because I keep my shit shaved.
Since you're bald, we might want to start calling you Curly.
Hey, Mo.
This is Curly. That's gonna be your stage name, motherfucker. I want to make sure of that.
Curly, you probably fucking would too, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would. Ladies, meet Curly.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, well, my better half at home might not like that, but you know.
Well, I'm not. I'm not talking in that sense. Now, I ain't trying to get you in trouble. You do a very good job.
I do that on your own. Absolutely, I do that on my own.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yep. She's great. She's fantastic. I'll give a shout out to her. She's probably the best thing that's ever hit my life in a long time.
Yeah, she's super sweet. Cindy even says she likes her.
Yeah. She's amazing. She's awesome. If you're listening. Thank you for everything that you do, and especially putting up with a fucking drummer like me. Oh my God, hands down. Right now, ladies, if you are listening, you got a musician in your life. Hands down, you guys are like, thank you for putting up with us musicians, guitar players, bass players, drummers, vocalists. Holy shit!
Do you know how much crap Cindy has put up with my wife?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God, dude! When I first started this, it was a new band or a different band every weekend. Every Sunday, a different band for years. I'm literally talking years. She put up with this shit.
Yep.
And it was, I mean, she's incredible.
Yeah.
And when I approached her, I was like, you know, Amanda bought me this laptop, and the Dare is out there on the floor, and I can't turn down a Dare.
Right.
Because I'm just a redneck like that. I'm too stupid to give up.
I might see about how accurate that comment is there, sir. I can come up with some pretty crazy dares, man. I'm just saying. No, man.
Does it involve Hennessy?
If that's what helps you,
I'm a proven winner on Hennessy, buddy.
I heard. Was that Friday night? I believe. Friday night.
Thanks for Thomas to bringing me in, but you know I made it. I was the last one standing.
Yep, hey. But yeah, props to all the musicians' families for putting up with what we do. Because, you know, in the long run, it does pay off in dividends, man. And without them and their support, I don't think we would be who we are.
Yeah, all the moms out there.
Yeah, all the moms from all the musicians.
I personally want to thank them.
Yeah, all those moms where you really don't know the guitarist might be, you know, or might not be. Probably would be. Yeah, we want to thank you too for not like yanking the dude off stage and making sure that he doesn't play anymore.
Especially the sweet moms and the grandmothers, you know, honey, I don't know why you let your hair grow out that long.
I know, you know.
And why do you listen to that evil music?
Why do you put all them tattoos on you? You're such just like you had beautiful hair and you look so good with man. When Sailor said that, he said that on your show.
Yeah.
And he said that last night about that song, and which is an impactful song on me. Like, guys, that kicks ass. Just saying. It reminded me of my grandma when she first saw tattoos on myself. And my grandfather was an old apostolic minister. So my grandma wasn't too bad about the tattoo. She just kind of shook her head and was like, I love you anyway. But my grandfather, on the other hand, out of respect for him, I would always wear long. I don't give a damn if it was 95, 110 degrees. Southern Hills of Kentucky, Mount Sterling, Kentucky to be exact. Pretty hot, pretty scorcher, but I'd always put on. Yes, sir. I'd always put on a long sleeve shirt out of respect for him. He loved me regardless. But him being an apostolic minister, oh man. And then when I told him that I was going to play music like my father, oh man, he'd like hours and hours of preaching the gospel to me, man. And God rest his soul, I miss him for that. That was very impactful on my life. But I tell you what, yeah, when you get in those tattoos, man, it kind of freaked everybody out a little bit, especially old grandma and grandpa. Yeah. So Sailor, bro, if you're listening, if you're tuning in, can definitely relate to that, man. So, yeah, he's speaking the gospel there.
But, you know, some of the moms out there love the tattoos.
Yeah, I got a mom at home that loves my tattoos. So.
Yeah, but I'm talking about somebody else's mom.
Well.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
Yeah, man, why don't you come over here and check out my tattoo, man?
Excuse me, miss, would you like a fish sandwich?
Why you talk about fisting for, man? You dirty old man. Fender in the den of sin, man. He's a moist, dirty old man.
Moist, dirty old man.
That's me. You need a towelette.
Yeah. I just want to say right now, thank you for the opportunity to plug everybody. Once again, SWP, Boombox Poets, Hidden Foundation. If you haven't been on the Den of Sin, if you guys are interested to get your band on here, free publicity, very, very humbling experience. I'm looking around right now, guys, and this is probably the coolest atmosphere that you could be a part of with your band, whether you're a solo artist, whether you're a 3-piece, 4-piece, 5-piece, whatever. Get with Fender, guys. Get with T-Bone. Get yourself out here and rock out. Let's find out about the local music scene in the area, man, because we're all in this together. Thank you for the opportunity, for me jamming on my drums in your place of business and your home.
No problem.
I
do my part.
I couldn't ask for anything better, and dude, looking forward to our future endeavors, my good sir.
That's what God put me on this earth for, is to help.
Well, that'd annoy the shit out of me.
Yeah, and I'm doing a damn good job at it.
Yeah, you're close. You're close. You work a little hard. Let's catch another fly ball there, Fender. Let's see what happens.
Been to a baseball game since.
Right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got our last song coming up. There's an artist called Floored.
Wow.
Yeah. Floored.
It's like a shock and awe.
The song is called Brother Love. All you musicians out there, musicians? It was like a warp machine.
Yeah, it's like kind of, the Matrix have a glitch, dude? Or are you okay?
It does.
Kind of seen that face go a little bit. All right?
Let me get my alien shit back together.
Right
on. All right, Brother Love, coming to you from the Den of Sin, because we love you guys out there and we're always here for you. You can email your songs to us, fendersongs@gmail.com. How simple is that, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
And if I told you I will be in contact for you being on the show, I will be contacting you soon. All right? Brother Love, right here at Den of Sin on Crossfire.
-radio.com.
Attention shoppers, if anyone is missing a rather plump set of love handles, please come to the customer service counter and claim them. The apple love handles were lost in the produce department where their former owner had purchased fruits and veggies to munch on during the big game. Thank you and have a good day.
Keep his wife alive.
got no color.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back live in the Dennis Inn. Don't forget, Sunday, June 7th, Juke Joint Revival will be in here to play and rock the joint, and that is Freddie Greasebombs, the bass player from SWP. That is his side project that he does.
Yeah. I finally pinned him down when they was here for the interview. I was like, "Look, Freddie, you got to give it up, man." I said, "Come on, Freddie, give it up, man." He's like, "Man, just give me a date." So I gave him a date. He said, "All right, now go on the webpage and tell him Freddie G said we're gonna play."
Freddie G.
I said, "All right, man." So yeah, June 7th, it's gonna be awesome.
Yep, get Juke Joint Revival in here.
And then let me check on my calendar, man, because I got something else that's going to be booked in June. Yes. Daggone it. Can't remember their name, but I got another band coming in June 28th.
June 28th.
Yeah.
Who would that be?
Well, it's my buddy's band, Jeremy Soder. We call it
Supernova?
Supernova. Yeah, they're going to come in here and play. Yeah.
Yes, they will be here.
So they'll be rocking you out, man. The guys are pretty tight. Right on, right on.
Right on.
All right, man. So we're gonna get our numb little butts out of these chairs.
Yep. Get on.
And then get along with our evening, so you can get along with yours. We appreciate you tuning in and always giving us support because we support you.
Yes, it's one of those things. Can't say it enough. For the ones that have fallen for our rights to peacefully assemble and do what we do, and the freedom and
all my uncles are, every one of them, they was in the military.
And my uncle, he was in the military, and it's just one of those things. Hey, they gave us the freedom to do that.
I thank you for them, for you being here, man, because I didn't know that. I'm finding out more stuff about you, bro, than what I knew. The ball catch in the hand, getting little Amanda in the house, your family and relatives serving our country. It's amazing, brother. Well, there you go. Thank you for your service, because that's important too.
Yeah, I could tell you about some crazy.
I bet you could.
Oh my goodness.
I bet you could.
Sometimes I still have nightmares.
I bet you do.
I'm not kidding.
I bet you do.
Freaky shit, man.
Freaky.
No telling what's in my head. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until next week, peace out or get your peace in.
All right, this one's for real. Before I get older, Fender's gonna make my dreams come true. Fender's dinner sin. There's a party at the crib. Motherfucker. It's Fender's dinner sin. Where everybody wins. Yeah. Don't forget about the green room. Yeah. Come on now,